Young and the Restless Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is Thursday, a beautiful day to absolutely lose our minds and spiral over the latest Genoa City drama. Grab your iced coffees, sit down, and strap in, because we are diving deep into the absolute chaos that just dropped today. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. Oh my god, besties. Okay. I am literally filming this while I am running errands because I just had to jump on here and vent. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when this scene happened, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested, and I am personally offended by what Marie Kirkland just did. Send help, my soul has actually left my body. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this world-shattering saga I just witnessed. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Basically, we all know Nick Newman has been straight up spiraling into the abyss of addiction. We saw him hit rock bottom, we saw the fentanyl nightmares, and then we saw him at that dingy motel with Marie. Genuinely, I thought she was just a tragic, messy girlie who was also struggling. Like, they were doing puzzles in rehab. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on. They were doing a jigsaw puzzle, and she placed a piece for him, and it was giving trauma bonding aesthetics. I genuinely thought she was just going to be a quirky friend who understood his pain. Bestie, be for real right now. I was so naive. I am literally hyperventilating right now, just thinking about how wrong I was. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but the lighting in that rehab scene from before, it was so weirdly sterile, like they were trying to make us feel safe. But the hum of the fluorescent lights in the background was genuinely giving me anxiety. I kept hearing this weird buzzing sound and I was like, is my TV broken or is this foreshadowing? And the way Marie was wearing that oversized beige sweater, which is honestly so unhinged, it was like she was playing dress up as a harmless victim. Anyway, snapping back to the main tea, I thought Marie was just a cautionary tale. But no. So, Nick is actually trying to get clean. He is genuinely trying to do the right thing, fight his demons, and put the pieces of his life back together. He looks at Marie, and he is like, no, I am not doing drugs with you today. I am choosing sobriety. I am choosing my family. It was such a powerful moment, and I was sitting there cheering him on like, yes, Nick, growth, healing. We love to see a king setting boundaries. But Marie? Oh my god. Marie's face completely changed. The vibe shifted so fast, I got whiplash. She did not just get mad, she got terrifying. This woman is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. She looked at him with these dead, psycho eyes, and you could see the absolute unhinged monster hiding beneath that quirky, damaged girl persona. She is not just an addict, you guys. She is a straight-up predator. She is a monster. I cannot even begin to explain the chill that went down my spine when she dropped her sweet act. It was cinematic mayhem. A high-octane psychological masterpiece where the stakes are astronomical. The way her lip curled into this disgusting, sadistic sneer sounded like looking at a completely different person. And then she drops the bomb. The absolute, world-ending tea. She tells Nick that he does not have a choice. Because guess what? She kidnapped Faith. Faith Newman. I am screaming. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this woman. How did she even get Faith? Faith is a Newman. They have security. They have Victor Newman's goons everywhere. But no, Marie somehow managed to snatch Nick's precious daughter, and she is holding her hostage. I am unwell. I am literally too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. I am clutching my chest right now because my heart is beating out of my ribcage. Wait, I am glitching. Okay, back to the main event. But seriously, can we talk about Faith for a second? That poor girl can literally never catch a break. She has been bullied, she has been in car accidents, she has dealt with stalkers, she was literally kidnapped as a baby, and now she is being held captive by her dad's rehab puzzle buddy? Make it make sense. I am spiraling over these choices. The writers are genuinely sick for this, and I am totally living for the drama, but also my heart is breaking for Faith. Imagine just going about your day, and suddenly you are kidnapped by a literal monster because your dad tried to stop doing drugs. Unhinged. So Marie looks Nick dead in the eye, and she delivers the most sickening ultimatum I have ever heard in my entire life. She tells him that he is not allowed to quit drugs. If he stops using, if he tries to walk away from her, he will lose the daughter he loves most. She basically tells him, "You are going to buy drugs, and you are going to use them with me, or Faith is gone." Besties. My jaw unhinged like a snake. I was staring at the screen with my mouth wide open, completely paralyzed by the sheer evil of this plan. Who does this? What kind of twisted, codependent, toxic obsession is this? Nick's reaction was everything. You could see his entire world shatter into a million pieces. The absolute devastation, the rage, the helplessness. He is a father who would do literally anything for his kids. We know this. He has fought through fire and brimstone for his family. But right now, his hands are completely tied. If he fights back, Faith dies. If he goes to the cops, Faith dies. The only way to keep his daughter breathing is to destroy himself. It is so dark. And don't even get me started on the vibes, because it is straight up Shakespearean tragedy at this point. Joshua Morrow is acting his absolute face off, and I am here for it, but I am also emotionally traumatized. Did I say that she kidnapped Faith yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, yes, she kidnapped Faith. I just have to repeat it because it feels so surreal. Marie Kirkland, the woman we thought was just a sad girl at the Park Motel, is a criminal mastermind holding a Newman heiress hostage to force a man to do drugs with her. It is honestly so unhinged. She doesn't just want the drugs, she wants Nick to be broken with her forever. She wants to own his soul. She wants him to be as miserable and trapped as she is, and she is using his ultimate weakness to guarantee he never leaves her. It is psychological warfare of the highest degree. So Nick, furious, disgusted, and completely broken, has to comply. We literally watch this man, who is just trying to get his life together, forced to walk out and buy drugs. The defeat in his posture, the tears in his eyes. He is trapped in a nightmare. He has to hand over the money, take the little baggies of poison, and bring them back to the monster holding his daughter's life in her hands. I was sobbing. I am genuinely crying real tears right now, just talking about it. The sheer injustice of it all is making me want to punch a wall. He was doing so well. He was trying so hard. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but the aesthetic of the scene where he buys the drugs? It was filmed with these tilted, claustrophobic camera angles, making us feel exactly how trapped Nick feels. There was this sickly yellow filter over the lighting that made everything look diseased and rotten, which is exactly what Marie's soul is. Rotten. I noticed the wallpaper in the room was peeling in the background, and it was such a perfect metaphor for Nick's sanity peeling away. Genuinely, the set designers and directors popped off, but I am still mad at them for making me feel this much pain. And then, the scene where he has to return to Marie and actually use the drugs with her. Oh my god, you guys. Send help. It was the most disturbing, heartbreaking thing I have ever witnessed on this show. Nick is sitting there, his hands shaking, looking at the drugs that he knows are destroying his life, his brain, his family. And Marie is just watching him with this sick, twisted smile. She is getting off on his pain. She is feeding on his destruction. He takes the drugs, not because he wants to get high, but because it is the ransom for his child's life. He is literally sacrificing his own body and mind to keep Faith safe. I am calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. When Victor Newman finds out about this, oh, it is over for Marie Kirkland. I am manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. Victor is already enraged about the people supplying Nick with drugs. He swore he would make them pay with their lives. When he discovers that this woman not only forced his son into a deadly relapse but also kidnapped his granddaughter, Victor is going to unleash a level of hellfire that Genoa City has never seen. Marie is going to wish she never existed. Victor is going to hire mercenaries. He is going to buy the motel just to bulldoze it with her inside. I swear to God. And what about Sharon? My queen Sharon is already terrified for Nick. She is already anxious and stressed about his recovery. When she finds out that Faith, her baby girl, is missing, and that Nick is being held hostage by a drug addiction orchestrated by a psychopath, Sharon might actually commit a crime herself. I would fully support her, honestly. The Mama Bear energy is going to be off the charts. We are about to see Sharon and Victor team up in a way that will shake the very foundations of this town. I am literally hyperventilating just imagining Sharon confronting Marie. It is going to be iconic, but until then, we have to suffer through this torture. I am physically vibrating. I need to take a deep breath, but I cannot because I am too invested. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. I am going to be thinking about Nick's tear-streaked face every time I close my eyes. How is he going to get out of this? How is he going to save Faith without completely dying from an overdose? Matt Clark was bad, but Marie is a different breed of evil because she is hiding behind this fragile facade while pulling the strings of a literal horror movie. She is a monster, and I genuinely cannot sleep knowing she is out there manipulating my favorite characters. Besties, I need you all to sound off in the comments because I cannot carry this emotional burden alone. Are we starting a search party for Faith? Are we plotting Marie's downfall? I need a support group for this episode alone. I am going to go scream into my pillow for about an hour and try to scrub this charcoal mask out of my rug because I am an absolute mess. Stay safe out there, trust no one you meet at a motel, and keep praying for Nick Newman. Until next time, I am logging off before I completely lose my grip on reality.